is that I see part of
Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year! Welcome to the Anination Podcast, and Happy 2025 for everybody.
Yes, Happy New Year to you all. Hope you all working your New Year's resolutions. Get ready for 2025.
It's 2025. It's the start of 2025. We are not ready for our New Year's resolutions yet, sir.
We are currently in 2025, even though it's just the very beginning. So that's what I'm saying as motivation.
Yeah. Well, today is going to be a quite short episode. We are going to be talking about stuff that's going to be happening in 2025. And we're going to be talking about things that are going to be happening for our podcast later on. Make sure you're here today. It is going to be quite a little bit of a short one, but I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy it. We got a lot to mention out here. So either way, you get ready for a great episode. So let's go ahead and get this started here.
Yes, let's go.
Okay. All right, hello, everybody, and welcome to an episode of the Anination Podcast here. The first show in 2025.
Yes, let's go. What is up, Anination World? I want to wish you all a Happy New Year and Happy 2025.
Yeah, it's 2025 indeed. Look, it's only 3 days since 2025. It's kind of weird. How do you like the schedule of like how New Year's is? Because New Year's happened on a Tuesday. New Year's Eve happened on a Tuesday. New Year's Day happened on Wednesday. And then like Thursday and Friday you're working. I'm literally just working 2 days this week, and then it's just another weekend ready for me.
Yeah. Now, to those who are, currently employed, it does feel like a weird schedule because...
Did you actually mention that you were unemployed now?
I might have mentioned that I'm currently looking for a job, so...
Yeah, well, I was going to say,
which is something
why did you bring it up, then?
It's something I don't like to bring up, but I may have mentioned it once or twice, so...
Yeah, so this guy's apparently looking for a job. Please, if anybody's out there hiring people, he's a good person, a good candidate.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
The recommendations and stuff, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm hoping to, find my way.
Yeah, anyways.
And how's your work treating you?
I mean, it's meta. It's the same thing. Like, things are going well so far.
Yeah,
so there's
cool.
that. I think for right now, literally just I'm only working 2 days. There isn't much going on because everybody else is still on PTO. Like, people have been taking PTO pretty much like the whole week. So there really isn't much action happening at work. And it's just me literally just like chilling for most of the time. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Nice.
So, I mean, I like it. I get paid. I'll take it. And then I'll just have the next 2 days off, if anything. Mm-hmm. So there's that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Speaking of which, we actually did change our presentation a little bit here. Why did I put Sakamoto Days immediately? That's what they were going to be mentioning, by the way. Anyways, but either way, it was a brand new year. So how was your New Year's celebration?
So my New Year's celebration was pretty lit. Of course, I went to celebrate with my friend Jonathan. I went to visit his town, his house, and we went to downtown, did some bar hopping, and
I like the whole bars in that area.
Oh, the bars, there's this one bar that is mostly a bar, but there's also some games like pinball. There's also pinball. There's also a pool.
Is this billiards. A barcade? It's not a barcade, I would imagine. Because like a barcade usually would have like a mini video games that are out there.
There's barely any arcade games. There's only like a few old school arcade games like Cruising.
So it's just a regular old bar. It does have a pool table, which is pretty cool. Did you guys play billiards and stuff?
No, but we did play shuffleboard.
Okay, that's a fun game too.
Yeah, and of course we've had some good drinks, and we did the countdown, and yeah.
So you celebrated New Year's at a bar. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Nice.
And may I ask, how was your New Year's?
So New Year's Eve was not bad. I had to wait for a friend. We were going to go all the way up to 2 hours away to a town where my friend lives. Mm-hmm. We were going to spend the whole night counting down, watching movies and stuff. We were watching Wicked, by the way. Obviously, The Wicked's a really great film, nominated for Oscars and not Oscars for now, but nominated for Golden Globes. It's a really good film. All of us, I don't know what's going on, but my friends actually are musical people too. So they would like watch the movie and then they'll sing along with it. I don't know if you had a theater. I don't know if any of you guys had a theater where like people were singing to the songs in Wicked, but did you have a theater that had singers in the audience?
No, when I went to see Wicked, there wasn't really anyone who was listening or was singing along to the songs. It wasn't a sing along. It was people when the songs came up in the movie, there was no singing.
Good. It's good because like I don't want people to actually like ruin the whole movie because everybody's singing it along. Yeah, it's kind of a bad vibe to be honest. No, but like when you actually have the movie at home, then people are singing along with the song, and I'm like, this is cool. But I haven't seen Wicked. I never read the books, but ever since Wicked came out, now I'm actually interested in like what Wicked is. I want to watch the play if it comes here in the city, and also read the books that inspired Wicked and all.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, when I saw the movie, it was definitely what I should have done was since I'm a
You're a theater guy yourself. Shouldn't you actually be excited about Wicked?
I'm a theater kid, and I'm so thankful I got to see the movie because I never got to see the Broadway musical.
No. Have you actually like heard about it? Because it turns out like people who are into musicals actually know about Wicked.
I've heard of Wicked. I've heard about its reputation as one of the greatest Broadway shows of all time, but I just haven't gotten around to seeing the actual production.
Not really much
itself.
of seeing it. It's more of like watching YouTube videos about it. Actually, even like in your lifetime, you could actually watch it. But like it's kind of interesting. Like you haven't actually heard about. They haven't actually gotten interested in Wicked.
I wasn't able to see Wicked because the Broadway shows, the Broadway productions were either sold out or they were not located in my area, or tickets were expensive. So I wasn't able to get around to see it. But thankfully I got to see a movie production of it, and I'm glad I did because, oh my gosh, it is just mind-blowing.
It is absolutely mind-blowing. I can't wait for Wicked for Good. That is the second movie coming out in 2025. That's something we should have actually put up in our show notes tonight.
Yeah, Wicked Part 2 2025.
Why didn't you put in the show notes?
Because I wanted to focus on the animation side of things.
Yeah. I was
thinking if we see more Wicked, like say we get a Wicked Part 2 trailer, we'll definitely talk about that.
I mean, we'll bring that up for sure.
Yeah.
But so there's that. We count down the whole countdown. It was great. We only count down for like 5 minutes, and that was it. Then we went back to our own usual things. So some folks are watching YouTube, and then some people are building Legos. So that was our whole entire New Year's party.
Yeah, nice.
How about New Year's Day? What did you guys do?
On New Year's Day, me and John went to this diner called Huckleberry's, where we had a dish called stacked chicken and waffles, but it was basically a waffle sandwich.
Nice. We ended up going to a Korean food place, but like most of the day, we were just mostly chilling at my friend's place. We were just like building Legos. Apparently, my friend got me into this brand new mobile game. I don't know if you guys heard about this game called Infinity Nikki, but it is quite adventurous. It's like it's supposed to be just like a it's something like Genshin Impact. I don't know if you heard about that game, but Genshin Impact is a very popular game. It's kind of like open world. You can do your own things, do missions here and there, and there's a storyline that you can also play as well. I think this game is actually pretty neat. The way to actually win, the way to actually go through this is actually make dresses. There's a reason why like she loves the game, and I'm like, what makes this game so fun? So I got myself interested in it, and it actually is it's actually really good with the adventure aspect of the game. Like, nice. It's cool. You can do all these missions and stuff here and there. Obviously, there is a straightforward story, which I'm kind of like going off track because I'm doing all these side missions. But it's fun. It's actually a pretty fun game.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah. That she got me interested in that, and then that's whole New Year's and stuff. So that was it for our New Year's celebration. It wasn't really like as impactful as Christmas, right?
I would say, to me, it was more impactful than Christmas, just slightly, because it was a way of saying, goodbye to 2024, hello to 2025.
I know that you are open-minded in 2025 because I heard 2024 wasn't really great for you. I know some folks out there say 2024 was a really bad year for y'all. Yeah. Like, in my case, it was. Well, actually, no. In my case, it was kind of okay. Like, there have been some times here and there where I kind of had some some grievances here and there. But for you, you just really wanted you just wanted last year to go.
Yeah, because new year, new me. I do plan on building myself a better version of myself this year. And yeah, I look forward to whatever's bestowed upon me this year.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff happened, to say the least. We're not going to go into detail about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, New Year happened, and then the second happened, and some of you actually know about the second, about what happened, but there was a birthday that was celebrated this on the second, and that was I hate how I have to I press the X button, and that just ruins everything. Oh my god, why are you so complicated? Actually, the second, somebody actually celebrated a birthday, and that actually is...
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Nate!
So, it was my birthday yesterday, by the way.
Yes.
So, yeah. My birthday was actually not bad. I had to work, unfortunately. I wanted to save that PTO for a big adventure coming up in 2025. So that's why I had to work on my birthday. But then after my birthday happened, I went back home. My parents surprised me with this sushi dinner, which I thought was really sick.
Oh, birthday sushi, nice.
Yeah, and then she also gave us spaghetti, and I was like, okay, cool, but I don't like the whole combination of sushi and spaghetti.
Yeah, it's not exactly, a nice combination, to say the least.
No.
They're good by themselves, but when you put it together...
No, it was kind of interesting. So I told my mom, no, I'm just going to eat the sushi for now and eat the spaghetti later, which... Unfortunately, I didn't even eat. My mom had it. My mom still has it in the fridge, so I'll eat that for dinner if I do it. So, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Surprised me with a cake as well, which was also pretty neat. I wanted to end the night with Fortnite with my friends, but I didn't have Fortnite on my PS5. So I ended up not actually playing the game last night. I did talk to all my friends, and they said happy birthday to me, and I thought it was awesome. A lot of people actually said happy birthday on Twitter, on Blue Sky, and on Facebook and Instagram. So I give a shout out to y'all for whoever gave me a happy birthday wish yesterday. That was awesome. It made me feel loved, to be honest. To actually get all your warm welcomes and all your happy birthday wishes and stuff. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
We want to celebrate your special day.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Did you have something for me? I think I saw something when I went to the studio today.
Yes, I'm glad you asked. So I have a very special gift for you, my dude.
Okay, so I saw this envelope, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if you need to give me anything, but okay, thank you for that.
Yeah, of course. Open it
okay,
up.
I have a feeling. Okay, so it's an envelope, and I feel like something bumping already. So somebody tells me it's a keychain.
You'll see.
Okay. Oh, it's like a lot of keychains actually. So first one is a Cowboy Bebop Spike Spiegel pin right here, which looks pretty sick.
Because I know how much...
Where'd you buy this from? Kinokuniya?
Yeah, it was... I did go to Kinokuniya at some point recently, and I thought, you know what? This guy's favorite anime is Cowboy Bebop. I gotta give him this.
It is. One of my favorite animes was Cowboy Bebop, and we did a whole lineup about it. So, yeah. You did the whole tank thing, which I think was pretty sick.
Yeah. And it's not the only one.
Yeah, we have something else. Again? Another one?
Two tank pins. 2 tank pins for you.
What? But they're all from the freaking tank opening.
Enjoy 2 in 1.
I guess. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I was surprised about that. It's actually pretty sick. Dude, it actually builds up my collection of pins. I have too many now. I wonder how I'll do with this because this is so out of nowhere because I've collected Amphibia, Owl House pins, and not anime pins. So this is a new one for me.
Yeah, it's a new one for you, and given that it's your #1 anime, it's a nice addition.
Yeah, so I thank you for that. Oh, and by the way, I also did get your Christmas gift on the mail. So I don't know, do you do this all the time? You always send pictures to everybody, right?
Yeah, I send postcards and I attach printed photos of our memories together. I do this with you. I do this with my family and friends as well. So yeah.
Oh, nice, very nice. But no, I mean, it was pretty neat to actually see all our memories of 2024 there. Went to D23, the Super Bowl, Las Vegas, more trips than that here and there.
Needless to say, we did a lot together.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things that we did together. So yeah, we should have got a picture of the podcast. So, could have got that as well.
But I want to create. I don't think we have pictures of us, actually doing the podcast. We actually have the logo.
Yeah, I mean, the logo kind of pretty much sets it up because it's this picture of us. So.
I could send a picture of a print logo next time.
No. I think you're fine. Yeah. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and actually look into 2025 and see what projects are we, what cartoons and what projects, what movies, what great things in animation are we looking forward to once the new year hits. So let's go ahead and actually talk about it. And let's actually start off with one that, look, the trailer came out December. It looked pretty cool, and it also gives us a flash of nostalgia with the fact that this series is coming back.
Yeah.
Panty and Stocking with garter belts.
New PSG.
Okay, so the new Panty Stocking is out now under Studio Trigger, by the way. It's not Gainax which is kind of surprising because of the whole like, the whole name taking thing. So what are your thoughts on the whole like holdout for this show?
So my thoughts on the holdout for the show, like how the trailer looks and everything.
Yes.
So when I watched the trailer, I thought to myself, PSG is back. The demon angels, the angels are back.
I thought you were gonna say like, oh my god, it took forever.
Like, it's been a while. It really has been a long while. It's been over a decade even, because we got the original back in 2012. It ended in the same year, I believe, or was it 2013?
Something around there.
And after so long, after so many obstacles, trials, and tribulations, it finally came out fresh. And can I mention to you, look at the promo, how clean it looks.
The other thing too is that the animation, it's the same animation that you saw from Panty and Stocking, right? Like there's okay. So I remember back then when we were watching it back in 2012, 2013, people were kind of comparing it to Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Right? Were you one of those people that said like, oh my god, this kind of looks like Powerpuff Girls. Oh my god, their eyes so wide and open, like all bubbly and stuff.
I never got that impression, to be honest. When I think Penny and Stocking, I think of, well, not really like a Powerpuff Girls, more like, an R-rated version of Powerpuff Girls.
It's definitely R-rated, just because like Panty and Stocking are definitely not people that Powerpuff Girls will be loving, to say the least.
But yeah, I think the only thing similar is the eye pupils. Like
I think it's not even like, it is interesting because like it is the different kind of animation, because when you see animes, you see the character designs, they look great. This definitely looks very bubbly, like something that you'll see from like a Western cartoon. So
yeah, and I think that's the charm of Penny and Stocking, is that alongside its R-rated, unapologetic humor, which I absolutely adore, it's a combination of that with Western-looking animation, despite the fact it's an anime.
Yeah, and it's made in Japan. It makes it an anime to say.
Yeah.
So the trailer did come out. What are your thoughts on the whole entire trailer?
My thoughts on the whole entire trailer, I was blown away by how they're back in full form, and they're pretty much elevating the action. They're elevating the comedy. They're even elevating the animation, because it's, as I said before, it's cleaner. It's more polished than the OG anime.
Well, I mean, it's more polished just because it's been over 10 years since the first season came out. So I would imagine like Trigger with their animation studio trying to make things awesome. Like, look, they made Kill la Kill. They made They made Kill la Kill, they made BNA, they made Little Witch Academia, and you've seen how great those animes are. Yeah. So you can expect a fine-tunage of like something that they made in Gainax before.
You can definitely expect that, and of course, I'm glad that Trigger picked it up, because I can think of no other anime studio that would give it the same treatment.
If Gainax never filed bankruptcy, then they still have the name. So, I mean, the move was inevitable, just because Gainax was going to fall down the drain. Like all the properties that Gainax had and the name brand pretty much went into bankruptcy. So like, whereas Panty and Stocking, and the announcement of Panty and Stocking came out like in 2023 or something. Yeah, it was a long time ago, by the way. I remember it, like people announcing at AX that Panty and Stocking is having a brand new project. We don't know when the year will happen, and now it actually is going to be coming out this year in 2025. So.
And on top of that, in terms of its story, we don't know when it will take place, or if it's going to take place years later when Panty and Stocking are a team again. Mm-hmm. Because if you remember, at the end of the OG Panty and Stocking, the ending was this sort of like WTF.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't even know if it's a continuation, because the trailer does show Panty's back. Yeah. So I'm assuming this is probably going to be like, I talked about this pre-show, and I'm thinking this is just an alternate reality where like Stocking didn't kill Panty, and it's pretty much a new season of those two angels fighting demons, fighting monsters here and there, just to save their church or something.
Yeah, and then you got Stocking slashing Panty at the end of the OG one.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm assuming they're just not going to acknowledge that part that happened at the end.
Yeah, because I think it's because it wants to tell us straight up, this is a random anime. It's not supposed to.
I mean, it's supposed to be a random anime, but there was some serious moments. I mean, you saw the whole Panty and Brief stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, that's the closest thing it got to being serious.
And of course, also according to like this whole show, we're not gonna say it here, obviously, because it's definitely 18 up. Yeah, Brief is like has a key of something.
And we will not go any further than that. We won't go any further.
Either way, you're gonna expect a lot of nasty stuff in this show. If you literally, your title says Panty and Stocking, you're gonna expect a lot of nasty things happening in this show. Not like nasty nasty where it's gonna be into the H category, but it's still like a very funny show. But you see the sick jokes that'll happen in the show.
Yes, panty and stocking. That's exactly what makes it have its own identity. That's what makes it have its own charm, where it has crude ball to the wall, dirty humor. It's not afraid to show it. It's unapologetic about it. It's pretty much anime version of South Park without the commentary, the political commentary or social commentary.
Yeah, but if anything, I mean, they're supposed to like lead a story or something. Either way, it still looks to be promising. Any other things you want to see? Anything that you want to anticipate when you're about to watch this show?
Yes, I of course like seeing Penny and Stockings showdown against Scanty and Niche Socks.
No, that always is like
that carries the show.
That always is the thing. And the fact that Scanty and Niche Socks are back, I mean, oh my god, I haven't seen them in forever as well, and they're always rivals. So
and also more Panty and Briefs moments. Yes, they are OTP.
I'm kind of wondering about Brief, just because Brief is a freaking nerd and obviously is crushing on Panty. So I mean, that's the whole OTP. Like they only want that like relationship and stuff, but. Come on, Panty's, a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but as we've seen in the last 2 episodes of PSG, yeah, they're totally a thing.
Yeah, not really. I don't know. I just feel like it's just a little moment right now. I really hope they actually do more about that relationship. But I do want to see more demons fighting. I want to see what Gardner Belt is going to be doing. I know he's going to be like watching the angels and say like, hey, do this, fight the demon. And then Chuck, the little dog that's like annoying as hell.
I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be in one episode or the other where we're going to see the old demons that Penny and Stocking defeated come back.
I don't know. You want the poop monster back?
No, absolutely not. No.
You said you want to bring demons back. There's that poop monster.
No. You know what would be interesting? Bring back Queen Bee.
Yeah, that could be a good one too. But I mean, I'm just saying out there, like, I want to see more new demons and stuff. Like, there could be a new villain and presence in Dotted City, or maybe more music videos. I remember that one song. What was it? Anarchy, that one song. I forgot what the name was, but
Anarchy.
Yeah. That's not the name of the title, though. That's not the title. Dude, DC Rock.
DC Rock.
Can we do more of those songs? I imagine those songs are gonna be great. Teddy Lloyd, can you bring him back?
Fly Away now.
Bring back the theme song of Fly Away. That's also Teddy Lloyd, please come back and make more music for Penny and Stocking.
Teddy Lloyd is the GOAT.
Indeed, yeah. I'm excited for this. So we're going to do this actually. We're going to do a whole rating scale, like from 1 to 10. How excited are you for this particular show, series, animated movie? Mm-hmm. So in our rating scale, how excited are you for this show?
10 out of 10.
Oh man. Okay, of course. I'm not surprised about that, by the way.
Penny and Stocking has always been one of my top 10 favorite anime shows. I'm not going to say it's one of the best overall in quality, but it's one of those I just love watching over and over. I never get tired of it. Mm-hmm. And I have shown my love for this show in the past with how much I rave about the show in the past, how the merchandise they collected, especially the keychains. And overall, it's just one of the shows that has a blast with itself.
You know what? I was going to say, like, if you're a big collector of Penny and Stocking, where's the Nendoroids of Penny and Stocking? Because they also did have Nendoroids come out.
Well, the Nendoroids are a exception because they are a bit too expensive.
No, they're reprinting them, by the way. They are reprinting them.
Like, I'm going to keep an eye out for them, but I have a Stocking plushie because Stocking is my favorite too.
I have a Stocking plushie too, but it's just been collecting dirt. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm excited about this too. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. That's definitely one show that I can't wait for when it comes out in 2025. It has been so long to see Penny and Stocking, and our favorites are Stocking, obviously. So I can't wait to see how her cute this is going to be. Scanty Knee Socks are back, and I can't wait to see how they're going to rival with Penny and Stocking. And my boy Briefs is back. I want to see how he does, because apparently he's helpful, quote unquote. I want it back. I want to see more of him, okay? Give more Briefs episode. I would love that.
Yeah, more development for Briefs. I would like that.
All right. So, yeah, Penny and Stocking is coming out in 2025. We don't have the exact date when it'll come out, but it is coming out this year. And it will be coming on a Crunchyroll. So if you have Crunchyroll, make sure you get yourselves excited for this brand new Penny and Stocking show.
Let's go.
All right, next. Let's talk about Sakamoto Days. Yes, so we talked about it. We mentioned this a little bit before, but Sakamoto Days is a new anime series that's coming out on Netflix. It's about a retired legendary assassin who works at a convenience store going back to kick ass. when his former enemies come back to take revenge against him. So the trailer did come out. It was like a minute and 30. It was from Netflix. What are your thoughts on the trailer of this show?
When I looked at the trailer, I was enthralled by it. It has a nice balance of comedy and action. And yeah, it pretty much, I like how the trailer starts off with, a nice little slice of life premise with a retired hitman with a family. But then when you get to the middle, that's when it goes 180 and shows the action of it.
Because like the thing is that he was a legendary assassin. Like if he wasn't, look, we're talking about the guy in the middle here. He's the big guy.
Yeah.
He's the main character of the show. He was a legendary assassin back in his days. Now he's retired and now he has a family. He's actually has like a bunch of kids. I think teenagers or something. But he has a bunch of kids that also watch him as well. And I think his kids don't even know about his past. And then when he eventually talks about his past, considering like so many of his enemies are going back to him, that's when they are trying to help Sakamoto. And I thought that was actually pretty sick. Oh my god, the kids are going to help Sakamoto. Yeah, let's go. Let's make sure he's alive.
Yeah. I do want to see how they handle the kids because I would imagine one way or the other, his kids are going to help contribute to the action.
I mean, I saw like in the trailer, like the kids are like helping him out, doing like some research here and there. And they even like kick ass, like sword fighting, guns, kick ass moments, like doing kung fu stuff.
I'm thinking maybe like he could train them before we see him do it.
Also, the other thing that also attracts me about this show, the funny moments that happens, where like he's riding on a bike and the little kid is right behind him, and he's just like scurrying along, like running, like dashing so fast to get to a destination or something.
Yeah, I do remember, and this is exactly why I say it has a nice balance of comedy and action.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, like I really want to see more of the comedy aspect, but of course the action part is what everybody is trying to get intrigued with.
Yes,
like the backstory of what Sakamoto is, that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's absolutely what's gonna. Think of it as like this. It's similar to Spy X Family for the reason I mentioned, a comedy action balance.
Yeah, Spy X Family is a different story though. I think that's much different compared to this one.
No, but I'm bringing
can't really compare
an example. Just example of how when an anime balances comedy and action, it can make one hell of a series.
Yeah. First off, this anime is based off a manga. Have you read the manga before?
I actually have not read the manga, but I have heard how hype it is. Like whenever I look at most hyped new manga of this year or that year, I have seen Sakamoto Days pop up. I haven't gotten to read the manga.
I haven't gotten to read the manga, but I know that there's a lot of fans of Sakamoto Days. A lot of people are saying like it's a really funny manga series to read. But now it's becoming into anime form, so I'd imagine a lot of fans got to be hopping into watching the anime and then reading the manga after. That's what I did with Dandadan this year, but last year, by the way. So I mean, I watched the anime, hopped into the manga, now I'm reading the manga now.
Yeah. And not only that, watching the anime may even get you to read the manga, just like you did with your Dandadan.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, it may even get you to do like you did, like
Dandadan. That's what I just said. Yeah, I mean that's what I just said.
It's happened to me a few times as well. So,
yeah, I'm just saying it's like right out there. But no, I mean, Sakamoto Days looks to be quite interesting. I actually do like the character designs of each of these kids. Looks like they, I always imagine they're kids, like teenagers or something. But them helping out the big man and all of the whole like assassin stuff that try to kill him and all. Yeah, I do like that funny aspect that's gonna be happening with them.
And what I want to see this anime do is give sympathetic backstory to the villains.
Yeah, I think they will do that for sure. So out of 10, how excited are you for this series?
I'm going to say an 8.5 out of 10 because...
A little bit iffy about it?
I'm not a bit iffy about it. It's just that since it's a brand new series I haven't gotten into yet, I'm going to it with mid expectations.
I'm going to give it an 8 as well. My thing is that there is the hype that makes me want to watch Sakamoto Days. So I definitely can't wait to see how that'll go. Yeah. But like from the way I'm seeing the trailer, from the way I'm seeing all the hype of the manga, it tells me that this might be a really big fun series. So, but again, I can't wait to see the reviews because like sometimes those anime reviews can actually turn out to be really negative. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. But yeah, Sakamoto Days, that's coming out on Netflix. It looks to be exciting. So if you all are into a great anime series like Sakamoto Days, it comes out January 11th on Netflix. So yeah.
Go check it out.
Yeah, please check it out if you can. So next up, we have this particular anime movie called Chainsaw Man the Movie Resi Arc. So this Chainsaw Man movie has been announced to be released in 2025 in Japan and later in other countries. What did you think about the trailer? Because from the way I'm kind of seeing it, we're looking at a different aspect of Denji now.
Yeah, we're looking at Denji interacting with a brand new female character, and this is taking place after season 1, so it's a brand new story.
Okay.
And from the research I've done, the Rise arc is a manga arc in of itself, so it's gonna be interesting how this movie is going to tackle the entire manga arc.
This is a brand new series. Oh, but it's a brand new movie. Like, this is supposed to be like a brand new story, like that's gonna continue Chainsaw Man.
It's gonna continue Chainsaw Man, yes. Similar to how similar to how Mugen Train continued the Demon Slayer series.
Okay, good. Because I know like the new Demon Slayer movies are just retelling of the anime series, which is like, why? They did it with Attack on Titan also, to be fair. So, yeah, it's good to hear that Chainsaw Man is continuing on with the series, but like this Rise arc is supposed to be like this brand new girl this is part of the manga, right?
It's part of the manga, yes.
Yeah, so this is a brand new girl that hops into Denji's life, and then like I remember seeing Makima also in the trailer, and like they have a thing too. And the other thing too is like and I saw that Denji was like facing off with this like big like demon girl or something, and I'm wondering if that's Rise.
Yeah, I think the movie is going to explore of Rise, obviously, but I want to see how the other characters aside from Denji will play a role in this.
I know, I mean, like you had like other characters, like Kobeni was actually in this in the movie too. I remember her; she's just amazing. But like, yeah, so many of the other characters in Chainsaw Man will be a part of this. The one thing that also surprises me is where the heck is the other girl? Because Power's not in it.
Yeah, Power's not in it. I don't, but Power's bound to show up in the movie at some point. It could be a bit of a surprise that Power's in this too.
Yeah, and how about the chainsaw dog? Huh? Where's that dog?
If you watched episode 1, you know what happens to that cute little chainsaw puppy.
I really want this puppy.
The chainsaw puppy's so cute.
Give me another one.
Like, I do want to see him be resurrected in some way, shape, or form, but we know it's not going to happen.
I know, but man, I mean, I just remember everybody was like going to Pochita. Like, everybody was a Pochita. Like, you know, Chainsaw Man fans definitely want a Pochita.
But yeah, Chainsaw Man is definitely one of those unique shonen series, and that's why Chainsaw Man really stands out to me.
Indeed, yeah. So you have a history with Chainsaw Man. I need to get on the show, to be honest. So how excited are you about this particular movie? Very
excited. As a fan of the series, I definitely will say I'm excited about this.
Yeah, I have to start watching Chainsaw Man. I know Chainsaw Man was all the hype last year and everything, but yeah, I mean, I need to watch it if anything. So how, in a rating from 1 to 10, how excited are you for this film?
I'm going to say a 9 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
9 out of 10 because, especially since it's a brand new story, it makes me all the more excited for this because this isn't just a retelling.
Not a retelling. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10 because, again, I cannot watch this show. I cannot watch the movie unless I watch the show. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So I need to watch the show before actually getting myself into the Chainsaw Man show, Chainsaw Man movie. But it does look exciting from the trailer that we're seeing, and we don't even know when it'll come out in the United States. Because from the way we're kind of seeing it, it will come out in Japan first, then it will come out to the other countries later.
Yeah, so we gotta keep an eye out on the release date.
Yeah, there's that. Other animes that we have not mentioned in our notes here. Oshinoko season 3 is also coming out in 2025. How excited are you for that?
10 out of 10.
Really? Wait, that high?
That high, because Oshinoko, each season proves itself to be even better than the last. It builds upon itself.
Okay.
And we're going to see more mysterious aspects of what happened to Aqua and Ruby's mother, as well as their respective fathers. So, yeah.
I know Ruby has the black star now in her eyes, and that's the one that kind of gets
We're seeing Dark Ruby. I think that's the thing that will make me most excited about this. Dark Ruby.
What made Ruby like her red eyes and stuff? Oh my god. And also, B. Comanche has now been like a group that has now getting myself interested in. I've been listening to Puppet 2 a lot.
Yeah.
Puppet 2. Yeah.
It'll get you hooked. It's catchy.
It's a good song. It's a good song. It's catchy, yeah. And I get a lot of people love Kana. I'm a big fan of Memcho as well. I mean, come on. girl cat.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, so there's Oshinoko season 3 that also comes out in 2025. Demon Slayer movie. Infinity Train Part 1. That comes out in 2025.
Yeah, in Infinity Castle, we've already gone over how excited we are for Infinity Castle, so we won't go much into detail.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that comes out in 2025. We're excited for it, obviously, just because this is the final arc of Demon Slayer. How is they're going to kill Muzan? What are the Demon Slayers going to do? I mean, I looked at my boy Zenitsu, and it looks like he's ready to kick ass, and I can't wait for it. Oh, my boy.
Yeah,
my boy.
Infinity Castle, since it's had so many layers on the widespread castle, because obviously Infinity, it's going to be proven to be the biggest and best of the entire series.
Yeah, and I know it's supposed to be like the best for last sort of aspect too. But yeah, oh my god, yeah, that movie I can't wait for sure.
Yeah, it may even top Entertainment District and Swordsmith Village arcs.
I think it will. I think it will. Yeah. Did you already know? Like, did you tell me like your favorite arc so far on Demon Slayer?
It's a toss up between the two.
Really, those
Entertainment
two?
District and
Swordsmith. I kind of like Swordsmith Training a lot. Swordsmith Training and then Entertainment definitely was also up there as well. Mugen Train, you can't really like hate on Mugen Train as well.
I'm not hating on Mugen Train whatsoever, especially when you got my boy.
Your boy Daito.
Oh God, no. Oh man, like rest in peace, Flame Hashira.
That was a sad ending too. Okay, that was a really sad. That was a
really Rengoku, my boy.
Yeah, it was a really sad ending too, and I really loved the movie. Like the movie, it even was a series too. It was like a 4-episode series, but it pretty much like broke down everything in Mugen Train.
Yeah.
So again, I'm just happy about Demon Slayer. If it's going to end in 2025, 2026, as they continue making these movies, let it be, because I can't wait to see how this all goes. Oh my God, Demon Slayer was just such a great show.
It all comes down to this. It all comes down to this.
And then lastly, if you're a fan of Dandadan that came out last fall, there is a brand new season coming out in the summer of 2025. How excited are you about Dandadan?
Oh, very excited, especially since I just got done finishing season 1 about a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking to myself, why stop there? Why can't we just keep going? And then I thought to myself, oh, that's where season 2 is going to start.
Yeah, because there's a brand new enemy in the horizon. Yeah.
there is a brand new enemy in which the duo faces off against, which we do see at the end of season 1, and we're going to see season 2. But I'm thought to myself, why in there? Why in there?
Right. No, you know what though? I mean, like, I saw the trailer for season 2. It looks to be exciting. Because of that brand new enemy that does come up in the season.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how Momo and Okaroon and the rest of the crew, like, you know, be able to fight those like aliens and stuff. Yeah, there's a really crazy designs. I also like that Turbo Granny girl, like Turbo Granny cat, pretty much. Like, she's becoming like angsty and she's like has an attitude, and I've been starting to like that character now.
Seiko has always been my favorite, you know, the badass grandma character.
Yeah.
But I will say Gigi's pretty much going up there as well. I adore Gigi.
I also like her too. So
no, Gigi's like the goofball kid, the
him
boy.
You like him?
The childhood friend who likes Momo.
He liked Momo, and then like I remember that episode where like Okaroon is like, oh my God, no, I love a Momo too.
I guess that's
a love triangle thing happening in Dandadan.
That's what makes him work. He's a combination of his goofiness, his quirkiness, yet he has this tragic side to him. It's a nice balance.
Yeah, I mean, even the girl with the pink hair is also pretty sick as well.
Ira,
yeah, I like her too. I mean, even that whole freaking episode where she like had the mom thing. Oh my God, that's so sad. I like how magical was that episode. I mean, if anything, that was like kind of like the peak point of like Dandadan, and the fact that now she's one of those like Okaroon. Oh my God, like, yeah, she's something also. Okay.
But what I do like is that, like, Gigi isn't as competitive or hot-headed as Ira. He's more laid back and chill.
He's really silly,
yeah,
to say. Yeah, I can see him doing, like, all the freaking, like, finger poses.
All
the finger poses that he does. Oh, my God. The guy is kind of ridiculous, but, you know what, that's him. And I can't wait to see how Okaroon and, Gigi end up actually working together with Momo and all.
They're going to be best bros. Best bros.
Also, like, I didn't know about this. Little side fact here, but Abby Trott, you know her? So she voices Momo in the English dub. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
I haven't seen I haven't heard the English dub, but it is a nice fact you just brought up.
Yeah, the girl who voiced Becky in the Casa Grandes, by the way. So
and Nezuko and Demon Slayer.
Yeah, and Nezuko. She was supposed to be doing like throughout most of the freaking like show.
Until the end of Swordsmith.
Yeah, and then she could talk. Yeah, she can talk now. Okay, we get it. Yes. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh. But yeah, so that's pretty much all the animes that comes out in 2025. Anything else from the anime side?
What was I going to say? What
anime were you going to mention?
I don't think there's anything else that came to mind as of yet. I think it's just Sakamoto Days, Dan Dan Dan, Demon Slayer, like those aforementioned ones.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else when it comes to like animes and stuff.
Like possibly Rama 1/2, the new season, whenever it comes out.
When is that coming out? Did they make an announcement date? Because I know it ended in Netflix.
It ended in Netflix, and hope we get an announcement of another season. But in the meantime, we're just gonna say, okay, so far season 1.
Yeah. So there's that as well.
Yeah.
Another thing about, again, I was gonna say Code Geass. I don't know if you watched the Rose Code Geass, but.
And you'll be surprised to know that I haven't. It's just it's not Code Geass without Lelouch.
Right. I can't wait for another Spy Family. If I'm ever gonna make more episodes of Spy Family.
Yes, I do. It just occurred to me that yes, Spy Family has been announced to come out in fall 2025. So.
See, I'm telling you, there's another one coming out. So there's a new season of Spy Family. More Anya stuff.
But with those announcements, those are things that would definitely go into detail much later.
Someone in the comments literally just said Vigilantes.
My Hero Academia Vigilantes.
Yes,
right?
that one also is another one coming in 2025.
I remember reading the manga of My Hero Academia Vigilantes.
Well, now there's an anime series for it.
Yeah.
So that one, I think everyone's to be excited for. So.
And we'll definitely be talking about that whenever they show the trailer or teaser.
Yeah. So yeah, anime is looking great for 2025. I already mentioned some good like animes and honorable mentions that we were really waiting to see. So yeah, that's gonna be looking to be exciting for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's head over to the animation side and the TV side and see what other animated shows come out in 2025. And the first thing that comes out is this particular anime series that literally just made a spin-off series of freaking Lord of the Rings.
Yes, Kif is going that route. Kif is going the direction of let's parody Lord of the Rings.
So let's put a thing about this because, like, I get it. Like, Kif second season is supposed to come out really soon. They just made out the Halloween special that came out, which is the Miss Gravy episode. Now they're going to have a brand new episode, but this is a special. It's them literally playing along with Lord of the Rings. But this is weird because the way I'm kind of seeing it, the ring is supposed to be like a ring to be an influencer. Have you heard about that one?
Yeah, it is kind of interesting how Kif takes this angle. And they do parody the ring itself as being like the one to rule them all. Yeah,
so this ring is supposed to be like an influencer's like best friend and stuff. So you can see like Helen try to take a picture with it, and then she ends up getting cursed or something. And then you get to see Barry's sister wanting to get that ring as well. So again, it's a fight for the ring and stuff. I'm kind of wondering if they're going to parody Lord of the Rings. You obviously have you always have Kif and Barry and a bunch of like her friends literally being like Frodo and those other hobbits trying to get up to like the mountain, trying to destroy the ring or something.
Yeah, and also it's funny how they bring up the ring because they still emphasize the powerfulness of the ring. You know how in the original Lord of the Rings they say the one ring to rule them all? What if here they put up, say, the one ring to trend them all?
Yes, I think that probably is going to be the thing. I mean, even the ring, like if you saw the trailer, they're like literally riding on the ring. Like, you know, when you see Lord of the Rings, there's writing on the ring as well. But then there's also writing on the glow-up ring that is like shown here in this particular episode.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see what more that the ring will do besides the aforementioned.
I know. I know it's only 30 seconds long for the trailer, but what are your thoughts about it? Like, what are you expecting to see from this special?
I want to see more of this. I'm already imagining there's going to be some Lord of the Rings lines thrown here and there for parody's sake.
You shall not pass.
and also, one does not simply walk into... Well, instead of Mordor,
that's a freaking meme. Okay, I get it. One doesn't simply do all that.
Or I imagine Kip saying, one does not simply walk into Helen's house.
Oh, God.
That sort of thing.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, more of these like Lord of the Rings parodies. I just never expected that. No, I don't think any cartoon has ever done it. A Lord of the Rings parody.
You'll be surprised to know that because South Park would like a word with you. South Park
that's only one cartoon. What about the other cartoons? Fairly Odd Parents didn't do it, did they?
I don't recall any other cartoon other than this at South Park that have done Lord of the Rings, to be honest. I'm kind of surprised Loud House hasn't done this because Lincoln and Spence would be milking the hell out of Lord of the Rings.
Right? I mean, could have done something like that, you know? No, but again, like, I'm kind of wondering who's who in the Lord of the Rings. Like, who's going to be Gandalf, for example? Who's going to be Gollum? Who's going to be Gollum, actually? Would it be, like, was it Trevor, maybe? Going to be the precious girl or something like that?
Yeah, see, Trevor, since he's the greedy one of the group... Like,
or like he wants to be like the popular kid, yes.
Yeah. See, Trevor would be the most Gollum out of the bunch.
So he'll just take the ring from Kif and be like, my precious, my precious.
Yeah, I don't think I could think of any other character that would.
I don't either. Like, again, this is just going to be quite an interesting like tale because of this particular ring and how Lord of the Rings aspect is going to be like. I know it's only a 30-minute special, but this is very brilliant from the people who make Kif, because it's like you never expect it at all to actually have a freaking Lord of the Rings episode.
Yeah.
So out of 10, how excited are you for this cartoon or this particular special?
9 out of 10, because as a fan of Lord of the Rings and as a fan of the show, it's the best of both worlds.
I think I'm going to go with 10 out of 10 because, I'm not going to lie, Kif has just been awesome. Like, this show has been great. The first season was good. Now we're hopping into the second season, and I feel like we are about to get an announcement date for second season. And something tells me spring or summer of 2025 will be when brand new Kif episodes are going to happen. And yeah, I mean, it's been a while, and I can't wait for more Kif. So yeah, this one, if this is going to kick off the second season, then I'm okay with it. So
yeah, I think this will be Kif season 2 will be off to a powerful start.
Indeed, yeah. So yes, Lord of the Ring. I'm saying Lord of the Ring, Lord of the Ring Light.
Lord of the Ring Light, yeah.
That's the name.
It is confusing.
Look at the freaking title. It even has like the Lord of the Rings like text on it.
It has the font. It has the font.
They really are trying to emphasize it a lot for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, the brand new Kif special comes out on January 21st. So please check it out when you have the time. It'll be on Disney Channel on the 21st, and then it'll be on Disney Plus a couple days later. Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about. Since we're on Disney Channel, we might as well just continue on with shows that are going to be coming on Disney Channel. How about this show, Stu-Go? Is that how you? Is that the title, Stu-Go?
You might as well call it Stu-Go.
Is it how it's called? Again, I'm not really familiar with the theme and stuff, but Stu-Go is coming out on Disney Channel. The sneak peek did come out on January 1st, and we did watch this just recently. So your thoughts on how the show is looking like so far?
On how the show is looking like, it's looking to be this cute yet action-packed yet sci-fi. It's sort of like a combination of toll drama with Craig of the Creek animation with a premise of Summer Camp Island. Like it takes place like a science camp where there's mutants and creatures.
Yeah, so I from the way I'm kind of seeing how Stu-Go goes, it is all about these 6 kids that go into a summer camp full of mutants or like scientific projects, because like from the sneak peek we get to see who are living amongst the island, and it is pretty much animals who have human bodies. Yeah,
and we do see the mutants talk, of course, and we do see each creature come in different shapes and forms, which makes the island all the more interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the sneak peek itself just has like the kids just like, just doing their own thing, and then like somebody takes their food, and then they come into the like the habitat of the mutant animals, and then just like fight by competition to get the food back.
Yeah, because it's like the counselor said, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, so you gotta take what
that's why they fought the animals. And I thought that was pretty epic, but at the same time, oh my god, you're right, they are also hungry as well. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean they are kids, so even though they are kids, so they're not ready for the dog-eat-dog world yet, but I do admire the fact that the counselors help them get ready for it.
Yeah. If anything, I think this is a little bit impressive to see, because like some of the kids that are in Stu-Go have their own personalities. Like you get to see, again, I don't know their names because this is just literally the first episode, but like the girl who has the hat, she's kind of like the leader type. The girl with the braids, and you told me she looks like Luann. She's kind of like a know-it-all. She's a bookworm and stuff. And then like every other character in itself, they have their own like unique specialties.
Yeah, and then I think that the one that stands out to me the most is the blonde girl, because of how she is passionate about fighting and how she's an anime girl as well.
She
Anime
literally
fan.
has a cat shirt on, and something tells me like she's one of those anime nerds.
And that's why I adore her so much. It's like,
she loves the sword. She literally stole a sword from the. That's not even a counselor. It's like some sort of like leader of the island or something.
Yeah, it's the grown up. It's the grown up.
Oh, is that what it's called?
No, but like it's but yeah, I did see her steal a sword. She's ready to fight, and the first thing I thought was, the girl's prepared for anything.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I also do like that one girl who's like literally calm throughout the show. Literally the rock paper scissors girl. I don't know if you remember her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's literally
she's
all
something.
chill.
She's something. Like I don't know what's going on with her, but she's keeping a calm mind. She doesn't even run. Like if you remember that whole chase sequence with the animals, she's just walking. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with you?
But watch out though. There may be an episode where she might break. Because the most calm and the most chill of people have their breaking points.
They will. I know that. But again, like she interests me quite a bit. So I might be looking into her. Same with the girl with the braces, because she looks like to be like the exciting girl. Yeah. Everybody else, they have their own special personalities, and I can't wait to see how this all goes. But,
yeah. I think that when we have been introduced to the characters in the sneak peek, we've only got about one personality trait each that's been introduced, and we want to see more of them.
I definitely want to see more of them. Again, there's just only one sneak peek. The new show will come out next week, by the way, as we're recording. So how excited are you about the show?
I'm very excited. Of course, I'll be seeing it day one. I'm going to give it, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say an 8. I'm very optimistic about this. I hope it turns out good. And given how Disney Channel's streaming at their most recent shows, I do hope this comes out, thriving.
You know what? You better be a good show, because, like, I feel like there's going to be some adventure aspects when it comes to the show. Because, like, look, they're kids, literally on an island. They might want to look at some secrets that are happening in the island. What led these animals to talk? What's up with the scientists? What brought them into the island? What made them go through this like mission or something? So I think there's some sort of adventure aspect that kind of makes me feel like we're going back into the times of Amphibian Owl House, but not into Amphibian Owl House. I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm looking back at it and I'm kind of thinking like it's like Kim Possible again, or it's like American Dragon Jake Long, those kind of like storylines.
Yeah, because they did confirm that they're no longer doing these big epic story-driven shows. It's more like...
I wish they do, because like Amphibian Owl House was definitely the top of the tier when it comes to Disney Channel.
Disney Channel...
And Gravity Falls. Maybe something like Gravity Falls, for example. Maybe it might not be Gravity Falls, but there is some story in this.
Disney Channel has stated that they're focusing more on these lighter, goofy...
I'm pretty sure someone's going to change
cartoons.
it. I'm pretty sure someone's going to change it.
Now, still go, there is a story expected to be told, like a linear story. It's just not going to be as grand as it's previous TVTAs.
Of course not. But then again, there have been surprises. I mean, Amphibia used to be just like a wholehearted show about a human going into a frog world. And then we just expected, and then season 2 and 3 ended up seeing like more story. I'm like, oh my God.
We saw a teenage girl got stabbed, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I don't think we're going to see that there, though.
Yeah, no, it's not going to go that direction. At least it doesn't look to be.
No. If anything, Stugo does look exciting. But again, I am getting my little doubts when it comes to this show. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 for now, for me to watch it. I might watch the first episode and see how it goes. Again, it will take me a while to actually warm up and actually watch the show. It did take me a while to watch the Primos to actually think it's a really good show. And I think it is a really good show. It's just that, again, it takes me a while to warm it up. And maybe it might be a great show for Disney Channel.
So cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, that's the way I'm doing it. So yeah. Anyway, Stugo comes out on January 11th. Please check it out on Disney Channel.
Yes.
All right. Last but not least, there is one cartoon that I am excited for. It actually comes out this Saturday. It has been since 2012, 2013. I forgot the year that this show pretty much ended with its movie. Now it's coming back differently. It said it's season 7. So something tells me like, okay, we're continuing on from the show. Yes. And it is the Totally Spies. Yes. Oh my God, I'm excited.
Totally Spies.
Oh my God. Okay. So I am one of those fans. Literally 2001, watching it on Cartoon Network, being a fan of like one of the spies. I don't like all of the spies because all of them are all lovely. Look, I was a teenager back then. You'll have a crush on someone over a Totally Spies. Yeah. So I was a huge Clover fan. And yeah, this show continued to like impress. I mean, it's just awesome just seeing like how a French literally a French cartoon have anime aspects. So like I see like the whole like sweat, I see like the whole anime eyes, like cutesy eyes that they always puts up, the whole love hearts, you know, some things that make anime like it's all different styles and stuff. So when I saw Totally Spies first up, when like back in 2002, 2003, that's when I started to like become a fan of Totally Spies. And the fact that it now comes back out again after like over 10 years, it's exciting me again because now I get to see the spies all over again. And oh my God, I can't wait for this one.
Yeah, over a decade. I haven't seen much of Totally Spies, but I'm going to tell you straight up, even I recognize that, yeah, the pupils do look different from the OG
Yeah,
ones.
it's different. That's the one thing about it because, like, they changed up the Totally Spies a lot because, obviously, new gadgets. You get to see those things that are flying around, by the way. Those are, like, their own, like, droids or something. Or, like... It's one of those. They're like droids to say. They're like one of those like droids that are like flying. They have like hype face. I'm guessing they're like trying to fly them around and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I remember like the good old days of Totally Spies. We get to see like jetpacks and slingshots and like all these like gadgets that Jerry always gives them. The lipstick that shoots out a laser. The compact powder that had like a mirror inside. It's a communication device. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure a smartphone is now coming out for them now. No, I mean Totally Spies undoubtedly like, oh my God, such a great like show. Just seeing them again this time around with brand new technology is gonna make me like think about what is gonna be happening with them. I know Sam is a know-it-all, so something tells me that she's into coding now. Alex, she's into pets, and she's probably loving that. Clover's into fashion, so I can probably see her do more like modeling stuff here and there. And by the way, like the one thing about Totally Spies that makes it awesome is the fact that everybody, like every freaking episode, they always change their clothes, which is cool compared to like other cartoons that don't change their clothes. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, you want to keep it simple like that, huh? Look at the Spies; they actually change their clothes out like every freaking episode.
Yeah, I will say it's gonna be interesting because in this day and age, the technology we have in this day and age was different from the OG Totally Spies. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like you said, it could be like you said, they're gonna have smartphones. Not only that, they'll even do smart watches.
Yeah,
tablets.
Yeah, and I feel like they're just gonna implement that. One thing that kind of like surprised me are their brand new characters in the show. They have a brand new best friend that is when they're in their high school now. Mm-hmm. They also do have the rival, which is Mandy. Yeah, she's back and. I know you all hate her. I know you all hate her. Then there's 2 new spies in Whoop now. Like there's this brand new black like girl with the afro, and she looks to be like the next person who is like leading the whole team instead of Jerry, who's the old guy. Mm-hmm. And I know Jerry, like he's a really cool like old guy. He's got reminds me of Charlie's Angels. Okay. Yeah.
This is well. Anime-esque Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, it pretty much is. And then there's also this brand new like guy as well. There's a new guy in Whoop, and he's giving like the spies like all the gadgets now. So I'm like, what is this new like team aspect that's happening? Because like a brand new leader, a brand new person who's gonna recruit the spies down, and then a brand new guy who's giving him the gadgets. I'm like, okay, what did you do, Jerry? Because Whoop looks different now. Oh no, what happened to Whoop?
Yeah, so if I do see this, it's going to be my personal first introduction to Totally Spies as a whole.
Well, I did tell you this before. Like, all of Totally Spies is on YouTube, by the way. Look, they have the channel. You can watch all episodes of Totally Spies from season 1 to season 6 and the movie on YouTube.
Yeah.
Legally. It's not illegal, guys. You can watch it anytime. Totally Spies is all available on YouTube.
Yeah, it's to get you get ready for the new series so that you could go and prepare for it.
Yeah, indeed. So that's what makes me so excited for this. So yes, I'm gonna be that one person I should give this a 10 out of 10 because when it comes out this weekend, it's me going back to the old days of watching Totally Spies, seeing how this animation goes, how this new thing is gonna be looking like. And I know that it's going to be so different because it's not the same voice actors. It's not the same animation crew. It is. I don't know if Marathon is still working on this show. I don't know if Marathon is even exist anymore. But look, this franchise has been like my high school childhood throughout all of high school, throughout like most of college. So I have to get my graces out to Totally Spies and bringing it back. So
yeah, you have told me before how you grew up with Totally Spies, and I can see how you're getting to this day one. I can see how you give it a 10.
Yeah.
Now for me, I would give this a 6.
Okay.
It's one of those shows I may or may not check out. Depends if I'm in the mood for it. Mm-hmm. But since I haven't seen the original, don't expect me to go in with the knowledge of the original, obviously, and go into blind. So, yeah.
That's fine with me. again, this is just more of like me just airing out my like excitement for this show. So
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm excited you're excited. So
I can't wait for this for sure. This is gonna be fun. Other cartoons that are gonna be coming out this 2025. Craig of the Creek is actually ending real soon in January.
Yeah, so we do have to say goodbye to Craig of the Creek.
Yeah, and I don't even know what's going on with Cartoon Network anymore. I heard that the website now gets them all the way to Max now, so something tells me Cartoon Network is about to be done.
Yeah, and Max is not treating the Cartoon Network shows well at all, and we're gonna talk about it in future topics.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, if Cartoon Network doesn't exist, we have a big thing to talk about when it comes to that.
The thing is, we sort of knew that it was coming because Cartoon Network is lying on its deathbed, so we knew that this situation would come.
The Doomies is also coming out on Disney as well. We have no set date, but it is coming out in 2025, according to what news sources have been telling me. So for those who have Disney Plus, Disney Channel, they have that show coming out. I don't know about Nickelodeon, how they're doing when it comes to their shows. How about House Master Midnights? How's The Loud House? How's SpongeBob, for example?
Yeah, we have yet to, and they have yet to announce their new seasons getting greenlit.
Right. We didn't say anything about like Loud House getting greenlit or Max and the Midnights getting new episodes or anything.
We know SpongeBob's getting greenlit. It's going to get greenlit for decades. So, but as for the rest of the non-SpongeBob shows, I'm very cautious about their future.
Yeah. How about and then also like just Nickelodeon in general. Like, what are the new things that Nickelodeon is going to bring up? Because they have been doing stuff in Paramount Plus that I've been hearing recently.
Yeah. I will say how Nickelodeon is doing slightly better in showing
slightly
and showing other shows other than SpongeBob and Loud House, but it's just we need to see more variety, even more variety.
Yeah. Other cartoons we also want to bring up Hazbin Hotel season 2. That's coming out in 2025. So that's one thing we can't wait for.
Yes, Hazbin Hotel season.
Have you heard about like the stuff that is like going on behind the scenes? Like Nifty's gonna have a brand new song.
Lucifer's gonna be staying in the Hazbin Hotel.
Lucifer episodes now. Thank you, Lucifer episodes.
Like we're gonna see Lucifer help Charlie out with the hotel.
Was it Pretentious actually is gonna be having a big role because I know he's in heaven now, but he's gonna have a big role coming up.
Yeah, and also the V's are going to serve as the primary antagonists of the season.
Interesting, the V's. I thought Alistair would also be like one of those. Like, obviously, he's the big like mystery when it comes to Hazbin Hotel. But according to what I've been hearing, they don't actually talk about his backstory at all. They're going to actually mention it a little bit, but not a lot. So somebody tells me like in season 3, there might be a lot of backstory when it comes to Alistair.
When it comes to Alistair, he's one of those characters. Like, the more you know about him, the more you want to know about him.
Yeah. Can we at least get more characters in Hell? I want to see more, like, awesome characters in Hell. How's Cherry Bomb doing? Is Cherry Bomb actually going to date Pretentious? I don't know.
It's going to be impossible at this point because Sir Pentious is, well, spoiler alert, he's an angel now, so.
I mean, we just said that. Yeah, he's an angel. So.
Yeah, it's going to be impossible in face value, but I want to see how they pull it off.
Mm-hmm. And then also Amazing Digital Circus also is continuing on with new episodes.
Yes, and the next 2 episodes are going to be focused on Jax and Ragatha, and like as characters themselves as well as their connection with one another, like their bond.
Yeah, I'm wondering how that Jax episode is going to be. How would he become a big jerk? You know.
And how did Ragatha become like such a nice pushover?
Yeah, I don't know. Ragatha didn't like working at that McDonald's job, so
she got so drugged. Let's put it that way. It's like, what was up with Ragatha?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Ragatha there.
Yeah.
Any other cartoons for 2025 you're excited for?
And it comes to cartoons of 2025. Like for now, those are what I want to bring up.
Okay. Well, animation is looking great for 2025 when it comes to the television side. But let's actually talk about the movie side because there's a lot of big movies that are coming out for the theaters that we can't wait to mention. And the first thing we want to talk about is Wallace and Gromit. Yes, that Netflix movie has now come out today, actually.
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit. Yeah, as we are recording this, like you said, it's actually coming out today. You just pointed it out, but yeah, it's probably kind of coincidental.
Mm-hmm. So how have we watched any of the Wallace and Gromit movies?
I haven't watched much of the Wallace and Gromit, mainly because I've been much more to Chicken Run, that movie.
I got surprised about that because like I think that's like one of the first Aardman films. Like they've done. Wallace and Gromit has like been a classic for Aardman.
Yeah, when it comes to Aardman, Wallace and Gromit are the face, they're the mascots of Aardman. So I've seen some Wallace and Gromit here and there, but I haven't religiously watched all the movies.
It's actually a pretty like good series. I mean, there was this one short where they went to space, for example. I don't know if you've seen that one. And of course, you get to see that chicken. That bird right there. He is the point. He is the premise of the movie here, by the way.
And there's also that were-rabbit.
Yeah, that one, Curse of Were-Rabbit.
The Curse of Were-Rabbit.
That was a good one too.
Yeah, they got all sorts of like, wacky cookie, yet scary looking creatures serving as the antagonists of the movie.
Yeah, they also did have, what was it, the trousers, the wrong trousers. I don't know if you've seen that one. That was also a good one too from Wallace and Gromit.
I don't think I have, but I've heard the excitement behind it, the hype behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, going back to this.
Yeah, so this particular film, this is absolutely new. I mean, the bird is out of the coop. He's actually now free. I don't know how he got free. But from the way that the whole premise looks like, it is pretty much how Wallace and Gromit is living their life at home. Wallace is always a inventor, so he ended up making a brand new robot.
Yeah.
But the bird came in and actually hacked the robot, and it turns out he's actually rummaging all over town.
Yeah, so hence the title, Vengeance Most Foul. That penguin is coming back with bitter vengeance.
Yeah. So your thoughts on how the trailer looked?
My thoughts on the trailer is Wallace and Gromit are back in their prime. The comedy is still there. The shenanigans are still there. The wacky characters are there. The bird is still there.
I mean, the bird has always been there. It's just that he never came back until now.
Yeah, the characters are back in full form. It's pretty much like the old days, the old movies. It's glad to see that not much has changed except maybe polishing the animation.
I mean, it is claymation, so you'd expect probably like a better. Look, computers have gotten better, so I'd imagine they did something to make it look better in claymation.
Yeah, technology when it comes to making animated movies and shows has evolved since then, so it's to be expected.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like Wallace and Gromit definitely looks more impressive from the way I'm seeing it. Like, obviously, claymation was one thing that made them good. But I saw the whole the whole premise already looks to be like what is going to be straightforward. Like, how are Wallace and Gromit going to destroy the thing that they've made? Yeah. How are they going to capture that penguin, for example?
Yeah, it's pretty much the movie's gonna tackle all that, and what it comes down to is the writing and how engaging it is, because you see through wacky shenanigans how each movie pulls off its resolutions.
Yeah, and I have a feeling like this is going to be, again, just like an old Wallace and Gromit movie. Like, it's just going to be them trying to figure out what the heck's going on. The one thing that I also want to bring up, this has already been nominated for a Golden Globe. Like, I kind of want to see the movie just to see how it ended up getting that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because this is possibly one of the few times where a movie gets nominated before it's even widely released, which is weird because it's usually the other way around.
Yeah, because usually they would always give the Golden Globe to to a film that already came out and all. So, like, how did the Golden Globes were able to actually see the film before it even got out in Netflix to say?
Yeah, and it's a bit of it's sort of a bit weird because since obviously this movie was announced to be nominated before it was widely released, we don't even know how it fares up in comparison to the other nominees.
It has been nominated for a Golden Globe. It has been nominated for an Annie. Not an Oscar yet, but it's kind of leading towards that way. Yeah. And something tells me, like, if there was a lot of reception when it comes to Wallace and Gromit, something tells me they will probably get the nomination for the Oscar as well. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, so something tells me it looks to be good, but, like, look, when you compete with the other, like, animated films that came out in 2024, like, what was it? The Wild Robot, Inside Out 2, and, yeah, they're the only two that can, like, compete against Wallace and Gromit, and I feel like it has a small chance of beating him.
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit, while we can't say for sure whether or not it will live up to the two, keep in mind, Wild Robot and Inside Out 2 are already big hits. So it's already big shoes to fill.
Yeah. Again, Wallace and Gromit already come out on Netflix. I have to watch it eventually. It will be all over Netflix. So, again, I'm not really that excited to watch it. Maybe, like, in my case, 7 out of 10. Like, because I can watch it at any time, and I do want to see how this goes because I really think that it may have been deserving for that Oscar or Golden Globe, but again, we'll have to watch it to find out.
Yeah, 7 out of 10 for me. I'm not the biggest Wallace and Gromit fan, but I do see the appeal behind the movie, so I may give it a watch at some point, and also to determine, okay, it may come out down to me saying, okay, this deserved the Golden Globes because he was nominated, or they should give him to Transformers 1 instead.
Transformers 1, I know. Maybe maybe it should be nominated for a Oscar themselves.
Yeah, that movie got snubbed badly, but yeah, back to this. I wish that movie best of luck. I hope it turns out good.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. So yeah, Wallace and Gromit is currently out on Netflix. Go ahead and check it out if you guys want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a good film to watch just because of the whole Oscar nomination and everything. Or Golden Globe nomination, yeah. All right, next up. Let's actually talk about Elio, as this also comes out in May of 2025. So this is a brand new Pixar movie that comes out in the summer. It should be noted that this movie was originally supposed to be released in March of 2024. Some of you already know about the news about what happened because of the whole SAG-AFTRA strike.
Yeah.
Was this a good move by Pixar in your case?
I will say that I will say this was a smart move because if this were released during the SAG-AFTRA strike, it wouldn't make as much money.
What do you mean by that?
Because of the SAG-AFTRA strike, you see those that stand with the SAG-AFTRA strikers pretty much boycotting some movies because they don't want to give money to big, movie corporations or anything.
Mm.
So that's why I say that this was actually a good move by Pixar. I feel like they would make more money in 2025 as opposed to 2024.
Well, we'll see how that goes because I know that Pixar is kind of in a good streak right now, knowing that Inside Out 2 was a great movie. Mm-hmm. Elio got delayed, so something tells me they're trying to fine polish like all the things that happened in Elio and maybe make it look like a really good film coming out in the end. Because obviously we have no idea what Elio is all about, but I mean a little premise about it, just because we know that it's a little human kid that literally goes out to like an alien world with a bunch of other aliens, thinking that he's like the ruler of Earth, to say. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, we don't have much when it comes to the trailer because the only trailer that shows us is that there's this brand new Oog thing that follows Elio, and like Elio's just hanging out with these aliens. I mean, what else can I say about this trailer?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it looks to be an intriguing sci-fi movie, especially when it's a kid meeting these aliens. But I want to see more of that. And I have a feeling we're going to get more trailers of it.
Yeah. Does it look promising? I mean, kind of looks promising, sort of. But, like, I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? Like, do you think it's actually promising for you to actually watch the film?
I think so. I think it's one of those movies where it's an original Pixar movie. The trailer looks intriguing. It's one of those movies I'll see, if not day one, then opening weekend.
Maybe opening weekend. I have to see how this rolls because, like, if you're trying to go for a big hot shot, I mean, this is an original film. Like, this is going to be an original film for Pixar, and this is like something that they have not done in so long.
Yeah.
And maybe it's something that I should probably check out.
Yeah.
But I'm currently at it right now an 8 out of 10 for me to actually watch this film. So
8.5.
You want an 8.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have some. I have some high hopes for it.
Yeah, and I think it would be, and to be honest, like, I think it would be, like, successful. Like, you put a question saying, like, it might be financially and critically successful. I'm a 50-50 of that. I feel like it'll be financially successful because it's Disney and Pixar. The name brand pretty much speaks for itself. Critically successful, I have no idea. Because I don't know how that story will go. Because it might be bad of the story. Again, it's still questionable.
Yeah, we've seen some recent Disney hits be hit or miss. Whether it be financially or critically. Mm-hmm. Of course, we know how Wish and Strange World turned out, and we do hope.
Well, to be fair, that's all a different company.
That's all different. That's Disney.
That's Disney's animation company. Yes,
that is Disney Animation. But in terms of Elio, of course, since this is a Pixar movie, I trust it'll make much more. So that's what I'm hoping for.
All right. Yeah, I'm really hoping it is going to be successful. There is some doubts in my mind that kind of thinks that Elio may not be as what we expect to be, but you have been given a year, so there could be a chance that it might go well. Mm-hmm. But either way, cool. Elio does come out in June 13, 2025, so the summer block is going to be looking quite interesting with Elio in the theaters.
Yeah. Let's see if the movie lives up to it.
All right. Well, speaking of Walt Disney Animation, they do have a brand new film coming out in fall of 2025. It's called Zootopia 2.
Yeah, Zootopia 2. Now, we have seen, of course, a sneak peek back at D23, and we do like what we see, but the question is, can it live up to the original?
Now, the thing about Zootopia, when we saw the Zootopia 2, it's a clip. It's not even a trailer. It's a literal clip of just, what was it, the fox and the bunny.
Yeah. Nick and Judy.
Yeah, Nick, Judy Hopps, and Nick Wilde. Both of them literally are just doing their jobs being police officers now, as you've seen from the first movie of Zootopia. And they're visiting this brand new village full of like swamp people, to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So in other words, we're pretty much seeing the first time ever. We're seeing a different sort of creatures than the animals we've seen in the first, and those are reptilians.
Yeah. So we're seeing a lot of reptiles there. You get to see like snakes. We get to see like them like again in the swamp.
Yeah.
Like beavers, I think we're also in. Again, I have to look back. I totally forgot like who was in there. I think there are beavers that were also in there too.
There was a beaver in the clip.
Yeah, so there were, but like again, a bunch of animals, a bunch of new ones to say. This is definitely not in the city that we saw. I remember like in Zootopia, they were in the farms and the city because I know Judy's family is in the farm.
Yeah.
While everybody else is in the city of Zootopia.
Yeah, which is weird considering this is called Zootopia 2. Only to find out that it's not the main setting of the movie. It's actually going to be
not for this
in
movie.
the Reptile City. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they would probably have some interactions with the police here and there, so you get to see like the whole Idris Elba's character come in, probably help Judy Hopps out.
Yeah, Chief Bogo, I feel would be a nice help.
We need the jaguar cat again. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. The fat cheetah. Yeah.
Yes, that cat needs to come back. I'm like, oh my god.
Clawhauser.
Yeah, Clawhauser. There we go.
Yeah, I want to see these characters come back in some way, shape, or form, and I do trust that they do. But they will have much more minor roles compared to the first.
Well, to be fair, like from the way you're kind of seeing like how this poster looks like, you're going to see these characters again. So you get to Shakira again. She's gonna be back. The freaking gazelle. I want the sloth guy back. I really want the sloth guy back because he has been so funny when it comes to the first Zootopia film.
Flash, 100-yard dash.
Yeah. Yeah, again, some of the side characters from Zootopia 1 are also going to be there as well, like the mob character. I mean, there's even this Zootopia series. Have you seen that one as well?
The Zootopia shorts, I actually haven't seen the Zootopia shorts, but I have heard how good they are.
I have a feeling that we're going to be using those shorts to probably work into Zootopia 2 to say.
Yeah, I think that they might reference a couple of things that happened in the shorts or something. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they're going to reference the events of the first, obviously, but I'm wondering how much are they going to reference the shorts?
Right. So obviously this came off from Zootopia 1. I feel like when you think about Zootopia 1, the first movie definitely was a really good movie. To see pretty much how Zootopia is all about, and you also get to see like, oh my god, prey versus predator, that kind of thing. Oh my god, that's something to actually never expect from a movie like this.
Yeah, and something makes me think, what sort of themes are they going to tackle in the second movie? Is it going to be similar to the first movie where instead of prey versus predator, it's full-on zoo animal versus reptile? I hope not.
No, I have a feeling it's just pretty much a reptile that wants revenge or something. Because like we already know who the snake. I'm pretty sure Ke-Huy Quan, who's going to be voicing the snake, he's the villain. I don't know. I have a feeling he's a villain. I don't know. Something tells me he's probably like a villain or some sort of friend that turns foe. I don't know.
Yeah, I have a feeling that, it doesn't have to be as powerful or impactful as compared to the first movie, but at least don't recycle the plot elements or themes of the first.
Yeah, I don't think it will be. It's not like Bellwether that ended up like becoming the enemy or something.
Yeah, no, like go a different direction.
Again, I'm pretty sure they will probably change the story aspect there because like recycling an old story will just make it like boring to say.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, Zootopia 2 definitely had like its like ups and downs when you first saw the sneak peek. No trailer came out though, so that's the one thing that kind of like irks me a little bit. But to be fair, the movie is coming out in November, so we do have a while till we get to see that trailer.
A long while, yes. I do expect in about 2 or 3 months we might get like at least a trailer number 1.
Mm-hmm. How do you think the sequel movie will do in comparison to the other Disney movie sequels, like Ralph Breaks the Internet, Frozen 2, Moana 2?
Oh, I trust it'll be better than Ralph Breaks the Internet because Ralph Breaks the Internet was quite a dumpster fire. Mm-hmm. Moana 2, while I haven't seen it, I don't have the urge to go out of my way to see it. I may see it on Disney Plus because I've heard it was underwhelming from what I've heard. Mm-hmm. Frozen 2, I thought it was okay. It was average, not nearly as good as the first, but it was decent.
To be fair, it did break records. Like, it was one of the most populated, one of the most, like, what was it, box office hits in movie history.
Well, because it's Frozen, because Frozen has always been big. It's been a popular Disney movie franchise name, and I wouldn't be surprised if Frozen 3 broke even more records.
That's gotta break more records, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen kids and adults love Frozen, so
it's still big to this day. It's still big to this day.
But is it a big name like Zootopia? I don't think so. I feel like for Zootopia fans, it's probably gonna be a big hit. Probably gonna hit like #1 like for 2 or 3 weeks straight in the box office theaters. But it's not like a bigger hit compared to like Frozen or Inside Out 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe Zootopia will be okay. Again, I have high hopes that this is actually going to be a better sequel movie compared to like the other sequel movies that we've seen recently in Walt Disney Animation's lineup.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, yeah, I'm having some high hopes because like from the way I'm saying it, D23, something tells me like it might be a great film after like many years of waiting for Zootopia.
Yeah. I am very hyped for Zootopia 2 because Zootopia is one of my top 5 favorite Disney animated movies ever. So I'm pretty much all hyped for this, but I don't think it'll be good as the first.
Yeah. Oh, so you don't like it?
No, I'm saying it'll be good. It'll be a relatively good sequel, but it's going to take a lot to compete against its predecessor, is all I'm saying.
I see. All right. But yes, Zootopia 2, that one is coming out real soon. Oh, sorry, not real soon, in November. So you got a while for this movie to come out. I'm assuming this will be good. Hopefully. Yeah. Fingers crossed that it's going to be good.
Yeah. Something tells me it'll be released in Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh. It did say November 26th.
No, but like something tells me like, yeah, you said November 26th. I'm like, okay, yeah, November 26th. I just said November 2025, the year. I'm thinking to myself, oh, Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes.
I got it.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
All right, next up. Let's head over to another big movie coming out. Now, I did not hear about this movie, by the way, at all. But, Omid, you wanted to talk about this a lot.
Yes.
But it is called K-Pop Demon Hunters. Okay, so this is supposed to be a trio of girls. I believe they're K-pop stars that are demon hunting. Okay, first off, what got you interested in this?
What got me interested in this was obviously, of course, the Sony Pictures Animation brand name, because Sony Pictures Animation has been on a high roll when it comes to their animated projects like the Spider-Verse movies, Mitchell's vs. Machines, Vivo, and now this.
Okay.
And especially helped by their stylized animation. Like each and every movie has their own distinct animation style.
For this particular style, what makes this like different compared to like Mitchell's vs. Machines and Spider-Verse?
What makes this different is how bright and vivid it looks. And when I think of this movie, from what I've seen about the 15 seconds of it, it never crossed my mind that, oh, this looks way too much like Spider-Verse, or oh, this looks way too much like Mitchell's vs. Machines. It looks like itself, in a sense. You know how Mitchell's vs. Machines, it doesn't look too similar to Spider-Verse and vice versa? This is something like that.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't actually see the whole teaser montage, but then it's supposed to be like CGI animated? Is that what we're looking at here?
It's more like a blend of CGI, and I trust 2D. I do trust it, but we don't see much of it yet. We do hope to see a teaser trailer come out in the future. This is
just kind of gets me because it's only like a teaser montage. It's only like 15 seconds of this. The animation style looks something. I don't know how to explain it. Like, is it supposed to be like the same old kind of CGI that we're seeing from other cartoons?
I don't think so. It still has yet to be shown, and given how the project hasn't been finalized yet, so
wait, it wasn't finalized yet?
No, but what I'm saying is that,
so it wasn't even going to be intended to even be released.
What I'm saying is they could change the animation style, but as of now, it tentatively looks this way. But chances are it could change up the animation style.
Okay,
pop it up.
This tells me that this is still in development.
It's still in development, but I wanted to bring up K-pop Demon Hunters solely because of the fact that
it's coming out in 2025.
It's coming out in 2025, but I wanted to bring this up because it's a new Sony Pictures Animation movie, so of course I'll be hyped for it.
I guess, but you have seen other Sony Pictures Animation movies before.
Yeah, but
Emoji Movie. Come on, that was also Sony Pictures Animation. I'm like, really hoping it's not going to be like that.
It's not going to be like that again because Spider-Verse was Sony Pictures' way of saying, we learned our lesson from the Emoji Movie, we're not doing it again. It was a great redemption arc.
It is. And like, again, some other like Sony movies, I haven't seen Vivo either, to be honest. How did that go?
Oh, Vivo was good. I would say that not quite as strong as Spider-Verse and Mitchell's, but Vivo was strong on its own too.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I do like the design. Okay, to be honest, like I do like the designs of like how the characters look like. They look like something Powerpuff Girls like. Not obviously Powerpuff Girls, but they're a trio of girls. And they look very stylized. They're K-pop demon hunters. Are they supposed to be K-pop stars? Is that what they're looking at here?
Yeah, so the selling point of this movie is actually its premise because it has a unique premise about K-pop girls who are secretly demon hunters. And when you combine K-pop and you combine demon hunting, you can make for one hell of a movie.
Because it kind of tells me about, okay, I don't know if you watched this anime. It reminds me of this one anime called Akiba Maid War. Have you heard about that?
I actually haven't.
It's about maid girls who are assassins.
Really?
Are we kind of looking into that aspect when it comes to this movie?
I mean, I haven't seen Akiba Maid War, but from the way you've described, I wouldn't be surprised if this movie took inspiration from that.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting because from the way I'm kind of thinking about it, it makes me think like these are K-pop stars who just go from K-pop by day, like doing a concert by day and then demon hunting at night.
Yeah, and it's an interesting premise because you never would have expected K-pop artists to take on that kind of identity to have that kind of persona. And
okay, so Sony Pictures again have its hit or misses. I mean, Vivo, it looked like a
hit. It was a hit.
It was a hit? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, ever since the Emoji Movie, other than the Hotel Transylvania sequels, which were misses in and of itself, Sony Pictures Animation has been on a roll.
Okay.
And so with its unique premise and its what I believe to be stylized so far animation, I do trust that they'll come up with a sleeper hit.
Again, I'm kind of questionable when it comes to it because, like, I get it. You're trying to bank in with the K-pop thing, the K-pop craze that's happening right now. But do you think this is the great way to do it with demon hunting with the K-pop stars? It's just interesting, like a way to think about it.
I mean, not like it could say that it is a weird premise in of itself, but I do trust that because Sony Pictures Animation from the recent movies have proven that they can work with weird experimental premises.
Yeah, this is actually questioning me about how this will go, to be honest. Like,
we're gonna have to see on future trailers, future teasers.
Yeah,
what they're
but
gonna present
like
to
again, it'll be coming out in 2025. But I'm like, who knows? You said it was still in development from the way the teaser montage looks like. It is still like they're doing the drawings, they're doing the CGI and all.
It's still a little bit of a sneak peek, but I do trust that they will come up with more. I do trust that they'll release more footage.
Okay, yeah, this is something tells me like, because like if we're still in development, there is the chance it could get delayed too. So.
Yeah, that is actually a high chance because movies do tend to get delayed left and right. So this could be delayed to 2026, therefore sort of like nullifying what we're talking about since it's 2025. But it's been announced to come out in 2025, so that's why I bring up right now.
Okay, well, we'll just hope it does. Let's just see how it does. But if you give me a 4 out of 10, I'm honestly not really impressed with it because, it's a K-pop thing. It's great. But you're baking on the K-pop brand to actually make a great movie. Look, just keep it to like Spider-Man. Keep it to an original idea like Mitchell versus the Machines, Human versus Machine. I thought that was pretty sick. Vivo was a really good musical itself. I don't know if I want K-pop stars that actually become demon hunters. It just feels weird.
I'm going to say, now I'm going to go into this with a 7.5 or 8. I'm cautiously optimistic that they will pull this off. There's a high chance it could be a hit, but then there is a small chance it could be a miss.
Yeah, I can't really explain any more further when it comes to this film because we don't have a lot of information about it.
Yeah, we don't. We don't. It's too early, but I do trust that they'll release more info on that.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is going to be an interesting little concept here for K-pop demon hunters. Again, it'll come out in 2025, according to what they said. If it's still in development, we don't know. I really hope it does come out in 2025, maybe late 2025. But yeah, that's apparently how this movie is going to go.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic about it so far, but we we don't have much to show other than the teaser montage.
Right. On the brighter news, let's actually talk about a movie that is going to come out this month. Dogman. This month, the movie is actually coming out this month. It's an upcoming DreamWorks animation film. The movie is based off the book series. Have you read the book series of Dogman?
I actually haven't read the book series of Dogman. I've read one particular book series from the same author, but it's not Dogman in particular.
Yeah, I know. It's Captain Underpants.
Captain Underpants, yes.
I mean, so this movie is pretty much how, it's pretty much like, was it a police officer and a dog who gets fused together to surgery after an accident, thus creating the Dogman. The animation style has been it's a little bit impressive because it's like 3D animation and stuff. How do you feel about the animation on this particular show, particular movie?
I feel that the animation is very stylized, and that's why I like it. It has its own distinct animation style. And of course, since this is a Dav Pigley book series, I like how it has the same animation as Captain Underpants the movie.
Kind of does. It kind of does, but a little bit better because, like, you know, you get to see the fur of the Dogman right there. The humans look just like the people from Captain Underpants.
Yeah, they do, and I do trust that. Okay, it takes place in the same universe. They have a Captain Underpants universe here going on.
Yeah, indeed. No, I mean, again, like Dave Pikey, you know, he's always been known to actually make these kind of stories. So I would imagine Dogman being like a very comical thing for children. You know, they also, like, a lot of people probably like it just because they have read the books from a long time ago. Mm-hmm. So I can imagine fans being into that. What do you think about the characters like Dogman, Petey the cat, the police chief, the people that were pretty much featured in the trailer?
The Dogman himself is an interesting protagonist, especially after the fusion. He comes off as this like anthropomorphic dog who acts like a dog, obviously, but he's very serious about doing the job, even if like he's a goofy character. Peter the Cat is definitely something that piques my interest. I want to see how he does as a villain.
He pretty much is the villain because he like leads he like pretty much rummages throughout the town. He has like this like robot that he's running. How did this cat become like a smart cat to actually like try to take over the town while Dogman tries to save the world and all?
Yeah, I think the movie's going to explore upon that character arc, but the way I'm seeing about P the Cat, he looks to be a fun, comical villain.
And the police chief, on the other hand, he's also really funny too. I mean, yeah, he feels very like comedic from the way he's kind of saying it. Like he's trying to do something that the dog doesn't want to do, and the dog does it. Like I saw the trailer. It looked really funny.
The keep in mind about the police chief is that he's one of those characters who tries to be the serious one, but his scenes with Dogman are pretty much what sell the comedy aspect of him.
Yeah, that's up like actually making it kind of a great film to say for Dogman.
Yeah, absolutely. Since I love the Captain Underpants movie, I love the Captain Underpants books, I'd be more than happy to see this.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how this goes because, like, again, the whole Captain Underpants aspect, I mean, you've watched the film. How was that? I haven't seen it, to be honest.
Captain Underpants was a load of fun. It felt like I was a kid reading the books. It has the same spirits, same laughs, same toilet humor done right. Everything about it just like, reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah, I think this is actually going to have the same aspect when it comes to it because, you know, Dave Pikey would probably have the same Arthur. He'd probably have the same, like, you know, fun aspects that particularly like, into a movie to say.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing how Dogman's going to capture that same funny, comedy, yet sort of action-packed sort of movie it's going to be.
Yeah. Well, in your base of your excitement when it comes to this film, how big of a rating would you bring it?
I'm going to say 8.5. I'm mostly optimistic about this movie being good.
I'm probably going to give this a 7 out of 10. I am probably going to be watching it. But again, like, will it actually become funny? Will it actually like represent like what the book is all about and all? Mm-hmm. Dogman looks to be interesting. If anything, this actually continues the success of DreamWorks, knowing the fact that they've done a great hit with Wild Robot and that Shrek 5 is coming out in a couple years. Yeah. DreamWorks is currently going to be on a run here, right? By the way, guys.
Yeah, DreamWorks has been quite on a roll since, I would say, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It helps that Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, Wild Robot especially, is what's getting them to peak DreamWorks. So, Yeah, I trust that Dogman will continue the streak of DreamWorks animation movies being good.
I think it will definitely will.
Ignore Ruby Gillman.
Yeah, ignore Ruby Gillman. Yeah, that was another dud for sure.
Yeah. It was so bad that DreamWorks Animation wanted to hide the fact that it was a DreamWorks movie.
Yeah, I know that. There's some fans that are still out there, but yeah, Ruby Gillman definitely was a bust indeed. Other anime movies coming out. There's a Smurfs movie coming out, according to what I heard.
Yeah, there's a Smurfs movie that looks cute. I'm gonna wait till what the reviews say.
Yeah. Snow White is also coming out too, the live action film, and yeah, I know there has been some controversy here and there about it.
That's why I didn't put it there. No, I'm not talking about that. No.
No. I mean, I still want to give it a chance. It's the first film Disney made.
The CGI dwarfs look ugly. The CGI dwarfs
I know. That's the one thing about it too. It's just so many other things about Snow White that I'm kind of like, do I really want to watch it or not? You know, big Disney fan myself. Kind of want to there's something in me that makes me want to watch it.
I mean, I was a big Disney fan, but recently I've been having some problems with them and their company especially. Like, Disney needs to be under new management. I don't care what anyone says, Bob Iger's not doing good.
Yeah, well, there is a new CEO coming in, so you know about that, right?
And I do hope that the new CEO does a much better job running the company than Bob Iger did.
Yeah.
Than either of the Bobs did.
I thought we praised him back in 2006 when Michael Eisner left.
Yeah, yeah, but that was prime Bob Iger. This Bob Iger just isn't the same to me.
Yeah. I mean, again, there are a lot more animated films that are going to be coming out. We can't wait to see how they go. But these are the big hits that we're looking for. But something tells me, like, when it comes to all three of the things that we just talked about when it comes to animation, I feel like the movie aspect has been the one thing that's going to be, like, intriguing for me.
Yeah, because we got so many promising feature movies that are coming out, and we do hope that they turn out successful. Wallace and Gromit looks pretty funny.
Wallace and Gromit looks great. That looks great. Zootopia 2 looks to be promising.
I have higher hopes for Elio, to be honest.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Elio is also a really good film as well, and hopefully it leads back to Pixar being great animation. Dogman also looking great for DreamWorks, and who knows what's going on in the long run, because I would imagine there's a lot of other indie studios that are also going to be making some animated hits here and there. But yeah, 2025 looks to be looking great when it comes to when it comes to new entertainment, and we're going to be here for it all. We're going to be pretty much riding through it all as we are continuing on with another new year of Anination podcasting. You know?
Oh yeah, we can't wait for another year of more animation content to come out. Like you said, more fun.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be fun here. We're going to be back. So our schedule is going to be a little bit different this time around. Next week, we're not going to be streaming next week because I'm going to be going to a convention. Yeah. So what's kind of funny is that I still have to work on a lot of stuff for my convention. Besides the staffing, I am working on cosplay.
Nice.
I'm going to try to see if I can be your Luz Nocera, because
Oh yeah, that's one of the cosplays I did in my past.
Yeah. I know you did that, and I was thinking like, I could do it better. So that's why I was thinking like maybe.
Wow.
What?
You're sort of like, putting a little roast on me, aren't you?
Not really. Just because like I wanted to cosplay Luz just because like Luz ended up like I started liking her a whole lot now. Yeah. And I also did like ask like a friend of mine who actually made this like prop of Luz's like staff. Maybe that could be a little bit helpful.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
No, but I'm gonna be cosplaying Luz over at this convention coming up next week. I've got a bunch of other things to do when it comes to it, so I am gonna be taking the whole week off, which means we're not gonna do a podcast episode next week.
Yeah. So we won't be back next week, but we'll be back 2 weeks later.
We'll be back probably. Well, depends like how the schedule goes and stuff.
Yeah.
It really depends on how I feel. Hopefully, I don't get sick or anything like that. But again, we will be back either in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So just make sure you follow us on our Twitter and our Instagram, all of our socials pretty much at Anination Pod, so you'll be updated when we'll be coming back for a new episode of the Anination Podcast.
Yeah, so don't worry, guys. We may be out for the week, but we're not going anywhere. We're still staying making stuff for you.
Yeah, and if you guys are currently watching this episode and if you have not subscribed or liked the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to us with that red button right there, and also hit the bell button so you'll be notified when we'll be coming back. We'll be back. We'll be coming back in 2 weeks, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Next Wednesday, on that Wednesday of that week. But until then, I think that pretty much is it. Our new year has started.
Yeah, so
definitely can't wait to see what new things in animation we'll have.
yeah, new things to come from animation and new things to come in our lives, new things to come in general.
For sure. All right. Well, that's pretty much it for us here. Hope you guys have an amazing new year. We'll be back in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending on how things go. But until then, that's pretty much it. All for us here. See you guys then.
Happy New Year.
Bye,
Happy
everybody.
2025.
We'll see you guys later. Okay.